Alright. Everybody's reunited.
And it feels so good.
Sure does.
Your Highness, Professor, I'm so glad you're both safe.
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked that we all meet up here?
Wait.
Don't be silly.
Yeah, hold on.
Of course you remember our promise. That's why you and the professor are here, right?
Go ahead.
It's quite possibly the stupid. I'm pretty sure they do it in every route, and it's quite possibly the stupidest thing of all time. Hey, there's a crazy war going on, and, like, we thought, like, at least one, maybe two of you were dead, and, like, everything is falling apart around the seams, but didn't we make a promise to, like, have a high school reunion? Like, I'm not backing out on my high school reunion promises I made just because there's a little, like, three-way war going on in our country.
Specifically, how are Sylvain and Felix able to come here when they made a point that their territories are, like, still, like, in active combat right now? Like, the other ones you can try to stretch it, but, like, their territories, like, why are they not there?
Heir to Duke Fraldarius, we're low on rations. Our people's morale is broken, and we're losing ground on the front land. What should we do? That's your problem. I got a high school reunion to get to, man. Like, my hands are tied. I'll see you later.
Yeah, varying character for Felix, especially. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a very silly plot
Shout out
point.
to Felix's outfit, by the way.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Shout out to just about everybody's outfit in this picture, because Mercedes is covered
Ashes.
up. Ash is solid. Oh my gosh, you are dying.
I unmuted to talk and then immediately coughed again. Sylvain's and Ashes are kind of like eh.
Yeah, but like Annette's
Like,
is really good. Ingrid's full body is really good. Felix is really good.
I don't know. I mean, Annette's isn't bad, that's for sure. I really think like Ingrid's and Felix's are the only, and Dimitri's are the only ones that I'm like, no, that's sick.
That's fair. That's fair.
Everyone else is, none of them are bad. There's kind of, I think that Sylvain gets the shortest end of the stick because he's just like, where that looks like
It's just
default
armor, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Annette's. I think it's just the colors, and mostly just obviously the top half because then it's just like a white dress thing. But I just think it works. It's a
Annette is just like, it's winter and it's snowing where she is, and she's going out to hang with her friends, which doesn't
I don't
really
know.
fit the vibe.
What do you mean? They're at the high school reunion. That's exactly the vibe.
You know, it's not snowing though.
Oh, you're right. It could be cold. I don't.
She is way too, like, she thought it was gonna be like, oh, it might get down into the 20s tonight, and they're like, are you stupid? Like, we'll be lucky if it hits the 50s, you moron.
All right.
Your Highness, I have been following news of your whereabouts for a while now. I am relieved to have finally found you.
Gilbert forgot to
Do not
shave this
call me
morning?
that. I am not a prince, but a walking corpse.
Why would you say that?
That is what we all believed, but it is not so. I can see with my own eyes that you are alive, Your Highness. But the jail cells in Ferdiad are as solid as they come. How did you manage to do?
What happened?
Oh yeah, Dedue isn't
He's
here.
dead.
Yeah, he's not.
He died in my place.
Nah, I don't believe that.
I see. We will be sure to honor his loyalty, Your Highness. As for the state of the kingdom, the lords from the western regions have declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Roh. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom. They've made Ferdiad their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region.
Traitors?
There is much to tell you. I'll
Traitor!
explain everything in time.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire. There are plenty of houses, like mine and Felix's, that remain stubbornly opposed.
Were you gonna say
Did you
something?
see that one character model like pop out of existence as it zoomed in on Sylvain?
I didn't notice it at all.
Oh my goodness. You
I-
play Fire Emblem so much, you're like desensitized to it.
Yeah, I'm either desensitized to it, or I just wasn't really paying attention.
Or you're blind, which, you know.
all of the above.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once more. What we need more than anything isn't soldiers, money, or supplies.
Well,
I was gonna say I've never even fought by your side before, Gilbert, but there was that one chapter where I let him die like turn 2 that we fought together.
are you sure about that, Gilbert?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you need.
I don't think he knows how war works.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what his next sentence is. We don't need this, but we do need...
We need the
Gumption.
legitimate heir of Fargus to overthrow the Empire and reclaim the kingdom.
Yeah, how do you expect a legitimate heir of Fargus to do that without supplies, like warriors or anything?
Right.
Such is your duty. It is yours alone to bear, and well worth fighting for. Only you can gather our troops and lead us back into the light.
I think Felix could do it.
You're still needed, Dimitri. Yeah, Felix could absolutely do it.
I see. So, you all agree that we must fight back. And you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot be forgiven. That we must wipe them all out until not a single one of them remains.
I don't remember anyone else mentioning genocide.
I would love it if in the middle of this, Hilda just comes strolling up being like, oh, am I interrupting something? Like, I thought because I was in your class now that,
Hi guys, I'm here for the high school reunion. I got a letter that said, like, the time and place. Was I allowed a +1? Claude popped up behind it.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think any of us here are suggesting anything that extreme.
Professor, there is something I would like to ask you. Please, join me inside the monastery. To think you survived under all that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened, odd as that is to admit.
I like to
There is still
imagine
much I would like to
Sorry.
ask you, but I think that's enough for now.
Go ahead.
dragons. But I like to imagine they wrote that Gilbert...
You muted yourself?
I accidentally hit my hotkey. I like to imagine they wrote that Gilbert's, whatchamacallit, dialogue, and it was just the devs being like, oh, stranger things than this have happened in previous Fire Emblem games. Oh, cool, we don't have to explain it then? Nah, I think people are used to it by now. Like, it's under rubble, 5 years. But remember that one game where we, like, had children show up for some reason? Like, children of the units? Like, no one's gonna question us.
I think that happened more than once at this point.
It was Awakening and Conquest, was it not?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Fates, yeah. I think also there's...
yeah, Fates,
yeah,
which
that's
has
Conquest.
4
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
modifier, like different
Yeah,
taglines, which makes me mad every time I talk about it.
yeah, it's silly.
But I was talking about Fates because in Awakening they had the whole time travel stuff with Lucina. I'm pretty sure in Fates they were just like, hey, you still like kid units, right? Like they're here. Don't worry.
Yeah,
They
I
just
never...
happen to show up.
I still haven't really played through Fate, so I don't know how it works there. I also know that I think it's Fire Emblem 4? I don't know if they do like a time skip or whatever, but I think they also have like... I don't know if it's exactly child units in the same way, but I think they might be like 2 separate armies or something.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. I've never played that. I do want to. There's been rumors of a remake of that game for like 3 years now, so we'll see. But yeah. Where are the Knights of Slyroh?
On that
Sure you don't want to
day
be obsessed
5
with
years
Rhea?
ago,
Nah.
during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing.
Hey, I know you didn't ask me about Lady Rhea, but like I just want to remind you that all you care about is Lady Rhea.
Don't worry. We definitely, if Violet doesn't go down the route of caring about Lady Rhea and where she is, I'm pretty sure Gilbert is going to take up that mantle. That's like one of his things. He's a big church guy.
Since then, the Knights of Slyroh have continued searching for her. And for you, I hear they have yet to find any promising leads. As the Empire has yet to release a statement, it's hard to imagine that she has perished. And yet... No, never mind. Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery.
What happened to the kingdom?
After that battle, a certain incident took place in Ferdiad. Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered.
Not Rufus.
No, Rufus, the naked mole rat. There's no one I trusted more to lead the kingdom.
Yeah, that's my king.
Honestly.
I was once a knight in service of the royal family. I resigned from the Knights of Slyroh and returned to serve the kingdom. However, this is madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince. You can't deny it.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable of such an atrocious crime as murdering his own blood.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they? It's a well-known fact among former retainers. There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker. Perhaps His Highness believed those rumors and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage. But I'm afraid none of that matters now.
Cornelia, do not tell me that you...
The decision has been made. His Highness will pay for his crime with his head. His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow. On that day, the royal bloodline will come to an end. All you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool. Watch as the kingdom you love falls to ashes.
It was soon after announced that his sentence had been carried out. With His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blathid was erased from this world. True to her word, all we could do was watch as she tore the kingdom apart before our eyes. Since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public, there have always been those who believed His Highness was still alive. As for myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when I chanced upon some compelling rumors.
What rumors?
An Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of Imperial generals being slaughtered in Kingdom territory. It is said that each died in such a brutal, gruesome way that it is hard to imagine they were killed by human hands. I followed the rumors to location after location. Eventually, I had seen enough. I knew the rumors were true. Finally, after a half-decade of torment, it happened. I found him. I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude have consumed him for far too long. We must bring him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I imagine it will not be a quick or easy conversation. I pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. What must be done, must be done. I would wager that you are weary after the day's events. Perhaps you should take this opportunity to get some rest.
No, I'm good. I just slept for 5 years.
Brother, how much longer do we have to listen to the Gilbert exposition dump? I feel like maybe I should go back and double check. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe it was also just as boring.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you get to talk with like Claude and Edelgard after the time skip with them, and it's way more intriguing than listening to Gilbert's slow drawl.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is a little bit longer just because there's more going on with Dimitri specifically than just like the plot, because Gilbert has to give us plot and like Dimitri's stuff, whereas everybody else just needs to give plot, essentially. So I wonder if this is actually longer, because I could see that being possible.
I feel like I'm listening to Hahnemann. They should have had Hahnemann do this.
Yeah, he doesn't have the most exciting voice.
It's also just not so much his voice as it is a matter of him as a character.
Yeah.
Azure Moon.
I'm way less interested
Guardian
in
Moon.
listening to Gilbert than I am
The
one of the
delusion
three
of
house
the
leaders.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Seiros to form a revitalized Kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
I don't know why I just thought of the time that we were saying about like Flame not being anybody's favorite character. I dare somebody to even try to pretend like
Say
Gilbert,
Gilbert
is their
is their
favorite character. That is one where truly there's no way that person exists.
There's no way that there's someone... The only way you care about Gilbert is if Annette is your favorite character.
Yeah, but then And that's your favorite character, not
Exactly,
Gilbert.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, it can't happen. Like, it's literally, if you end up liking Gilbert, you must like Annette more.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with liking Gilbert.
I cannot imagine anything different.
Yeah, liking Gilbert's one thing. I don't even have a problem with Gilbert. He's fine. But, like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, favorite character, like, nobody's listing Gilbert. Like, nobody.
I don't dislike Gilbert, but you could take Gilbert out of the game and my experience wouldn't change.
Yeah, not much changes.
Even slightly.
Hey, did you want more talking?
You? So you were alive after all.
Oh, Sedith.
Professor, it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
I love that we get
two random knights.
And then the 2 random knights. I guess that's for what, Hanneman and Manuela? Or Shamir?
Probably Shamir and Cyril.
Oh, yep, that would make sense. Yep.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Gilbert told us everything. We are at your disposal.
That guy's voice is so funny to me.
I better be able to train that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Now that we have all gathered, let's discuss our next course of action.
We have 2 objectives. To overthrow the Empire and to rescue Rhea. I have no objection to joining forces with you. After all, our interests are aligned.
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Slyroh.
Thank you.
The Archbishop entrusted all of her affairs to you. From now on, I shall comply with your wishes.
You got over that whole not trusted us thing pretty fast, huh?
Prepare to make our stand against the Empire. There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind and rain.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
While it may be a strategic location, it's too far from the front lines to be worthy of notice at the moment. This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned, so it's of little importance to their war effort.
Unless you're playing
So,
Crimson Flower.
Nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume she at least has this place under surveillance.
Professor, what do you think about making this place our base?
After you time skip in Blue Lions, they really do just make Gilbert a main character, huh?
Yeah. I honestly thought that he got involved in the Blue Lions a little earlier. I did not realize that it wasn't until after the time skip that he even, like, showed up.
Existed?
Yeah, like, I thought he was involved a lot earlier, but, no, guess not. But I have no objections.
Fortunately, there are still villages and hamlets nearby, and though I wouldn't call them abundant, we have war funds as well. What do you think, Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you. We finally reunited after all this time. We've got to work together.
She's right. In fact, why don't we all join forces and clean this place up a bit?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it'll give us time to reminisce about all the good old days at the Academy. I can't wait.
She really thinks this is a high school reunion. Like, come on.
It may sound trivial, but, well, I think it's a good idea.
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patience is key at a time like this. If we fix up our base, it will improve morale, which will be sorely needed as we...
Fools.
Let's all get along.
Stay out of this.
Please, calm yourself, Your Highness. We are not your enemies.
My enemies say the same.
What happened to him? It's like he's a completely different person.
I feel
Very
so
out of
bad for
context.
him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
Very out of character, I meant to say thing for Felix to say.
Oh, really?
He's always the one saying that he's actually a boar and, like, less than human. That seems pretty in line with how he's acting right now.
That's true. Maybe it's the fact that he's not hiding it anymore that Felix is like, wow, he's, like,
yeah, maybe
really different in that sense. But I guess.
By the way, it's gonna work out because it's a video game or whatever, but, like, there's no way that they should be putting their lot in with Dimitri right now. Like, he is not stable enough to lead, let alone become, like, king.
Yeah, I think, from what I understand, it sounds like they didn't realize how off the deep end Dimitri was. I think they thought that they could all just kind of find him and be like, all right, we're
Hold
gonna...
hands and sing Kumbaya around the
Yeah,
campfire.
that's what it sounds like. At least from like Gilbert's perspective, I don't know what everybody else's like goals were here, but I think they thought that it would be a lot easier than it turns out it's being.
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force.
I'm worried.
As am I.
Well, what Gilbert feeling is the most important factor here. He is the most important character.
That's right. Don't you forget it. It's Ingrid's birthday.
Aw, cheaters.
Happy birthday, Ingrid.
All of them do. I should have been keeping notes. They all repeat now.
Oh, yeah. Let's give you a nice lavender blend.
Thank you for inviting me.
Let's see.
How about
much...
that Dimitri, am I right?
How much do we know about Ingrid?
She wants to be a knight and doesn't like being told to get married.
Yes.
I think I like got all of it right there.
Children evaluating allies? Your ambitions? Your ambitions?
Yeah.
Let's go, okay.
I like her little cape.
That is nice. I really like the color.
Yes.
Color is good.
School days, capable comrades. Or you're doing great work. These ones are like...
It could be any of these three.
Okay, cool.
You're doing great, sweetie. Keep it up. That's what she likes to hear.
Past laughs, dining partners, fashion, not fashion.
Not fashion. Past laughs, dining partners is gonna be suitors.
Yes.
Ooh, good one.
I'm the smartest man on the 7 Seas.
When did you start sword training? I was 5 when I began.
I was 4. Get one up, idiot. Felix was like, I was born with one.
Right.
I had one in the womb. I was practicing in there.
Nice.
All right, I was right. We know the 2 things you need to know about Ingrid. She wants to be a knight. She doesn't want to get married.
Perfect.
Thank you for the treat.
What a perfect tea
I
time.
had such a great time.
Happy birthday, Ingrid.
Happy birthday.
Nice charm up.
Charm up.
Okay. I don't even know where to start.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Can we call it a day here? Because I'm coughing more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wasn't gonna do that much. Yeah, we'll figure out what we want to do. Maybe I'll even take some time to just get everybody's like weapons and stuff in order, and that way I don't have to spend like 20 minutes figuring out like what I want to do on screen. And then just as a tease, let's go ahead and look. Oh, that's not as many as I thought. I was expecting literally everybody to just have dots.
It's quite a few.
It's probably going to be a lot of, like, overlap, too. Like, yeah, you have, like, 3. Okay.
Since you're in the time skip, I don't know how you are, but I feel like it would be best to do them in chunks of, like, 2 or 3.
Yeah, I was going to do some... If we had time, I was going to do some now, but we'll just do it on the next time. We'll do, like, 3 of them, then we'll do some, like, monastery stuff. Then maybe watch another 1 or 2, then wait, like, a week or something. Yeah, like, I'll space them out a little bit. Especially ones that are either, like, it's the final one, or, you know, there's...
Yeah, I like to save the A ranks every now and then.
Yeah, so, that won't be an issue at all. But, yeah, so I'm gonna do some inventory management and make sure that we don't spend too much time next time, and then we'll do, I'll just hit Explorer now, and then I'm save the tier on the monastery screen.
You got a lot of
So
places
many
to go,
people want to
bro.
talk to Violet. Oh my gosh. All right, that's gonna eat up a
It's
whole
just been
chunk
5
of time.
years since they saw her last, so...
Yeah, that's gonna eat up a whole chunk of time. But all right, yeah. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. We are in the time skip now, which is exciting. And yeah, we'll keep doing all that sort of stuff all the next time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Any final words?
I'm dying.
Yeah, get better soon, and hopefully we'll be coughing less next time. Goodbye, everybody.